Today we will take a look at best Samsung phones for this year. If you want to find more information, check out links down below. Before we start, make sure you click subscribe button and like this video. Now let's get started. 5. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. The Galaxy Z Fold 4 makes multitasking easier with a new taskbar and new version of Android 12L. Samsung also delivers better cameras, a wider front display and a brighter main screen in a sleeker package. There's something about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 that makes me feel more powerful and productive when I'm using it. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 has huge 7.6-inch main display. The 6.2-inch cover display is wider and easier to use. The first thing I noticed about the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is that the front display doesn't seem as squished. And that's because it has a wider aspect ratio than the Galaxy Z Fold 3. The outside is a 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED screen with a 2316 by 904 resolution, a 120 Hz refresh rate, and a 23.19 aspect ratio. Open the phone, and you get a 7.6-inch dynamic AMOLED, also with a 120 Hz refresh rate, plus a 2176 by 1812 resolution. The inside screen is where you go to watch videos, play games, read books, view and edit photos, and multitask. The Galaxy Z Fold 4 has a 50-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixels 123-degree wide-angle camera, and a 10-megapixels telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom and 30x maximum digital zoom. 4. Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus. The Galaxy S23 Plus has scored a trove of changes in the design section. Gone is the contour-cut camera island of the Galaxy S22 Plus, which seamlessly blended with the side frame of the phone and housed all three cameras. The Galaxy S23 Plus comes with a 50-megapixels main wide-angle camera boasting an f1.8 aperture, the good old 12-megapixels ultra-wide-angle lens, and finally, the 10-megapixels 3x optical telephoto boasting an f2.4 aperture and capable of pushing the maximum zoom up to 30x. The Galaxy S23 Plus also has a slightly convex armor aluminum side frame that curves outwards. This makes the phone comfortable to hold in the palm of your hand, as it doesn't carve in your hand. The Galaxy S23 Plus remains a pretty well-rounded standard phone, with IP68 water and dust resistance on board, stereo speakers on board, and ultrasonic fingerprint scanner baked into the display, as well as no micro SD card slot or a 3.5mm audio jack available. The Galaxy S23 Ultra is coming with an exciting 200-megapixels main camera and a trove of new features. The Galaxy S23 Ultra is coming with an exciting 200-megapixels main camera and a trove of new features. The Galaxy S23 Plus comes with a 50-megapixels main wide-angle camera boasting an f1.8 aperture, the good old 12-megapixels ultra-wide-angle lens, and finally, the 10-megapixels 3x optical telephoto boasting an f2.4 aperture and capable of pushing the maximum zoom up to 30x. 3. Samsung Galaxy S23. The practicality of the Galaxy S23 Plus and the majesty of the Galaxy S23 Ultra. It's hard for the Samsung Galaxy S23 to escape their shadows. But the Galaxy S23 fills a couple of important niches in the smartphone market. The Galaxy S23 is the same price as its predecessor, and the base model comes with 128GB of UFS 3.1 storage, with a 256GB model with UFS 4.0 storage costing $860. The S23 handles changing nodes in a larger mesh network pretty seamlessly, and 5G speeds were fine. But the S23 can cling to a weak or spotty Wi-Fi signal a hair long before kicking back to mobile data. The buttons are equally shiny, and while most will like the height of the power keys, with the volume keys essentially sitting catty-corner to the camera lenses, it's much harder to use volume keys for camera shutters without a fingertip sneaking into the shot. Because each camera sticks out on its own, they each become places for dust and lint to accumulate over time, just as it was last year on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. This gap between cameras also tends to make most cases look somewhat shoddy unless they are precision fit to each of the three cameras, but that's less of a Samsung issue and more of a casemaker issue. This flat screen on the Galaxy S23 is 6.1 inches as a full rectangle, but once you round off the corners, it becomes 5.9 inches. 2. Samsung Galaxy A54. The Galaxy A54 packs a 6.4-inch display, an octa-core processor that offers enough power for daily essentials and a camera that does a decent job of handling your out-and-about snaps. Its 128GB of storage will be enough for most people, and those who need more space can expand it with micro SD cards up to 1TB in size. The Pixel 6a is still the phone to go for. Its performance is a bit better. Its camera takes nicer shots, and Google's plain version of Android is generally nicer to use than Samsung's One UI skin. The lime green version of my A54 5G is really quite pretty with its glossy glass back and metallic-looking edging. At 6.4 inches, the display is larger than the Pixel 6a's 6.1-inch screen, which is worth keeping in mind if you spend a lot of time playing mobile games or watching videos and would benefit from a larger screen. The A54 is powered by a 5000 mAh battery. 1. Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra takes Samsung's flagship to the next level with a whopping 200 megapixels camera and lots of other photography improvements. The Galaxy S23 Ultra is built to be tougher, too, as it's the first phone with Corning's Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which promises to protect the front and back better from scratches and drops. The Galaxy S23 Ultra comes in 4 colors: Phantom Black, Green, Cream and Lavender. The S23 Ultra features a 6.8-inch QHD OLED screen with a resolution of 3088 by 1400 pixels and a rated peak brightness of 1750 nits. The S23 Ultra is also a seriously fast phone, thanks to the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy chip. The over 13 hours of battery life is a serious improvement over the Galaxy S22 Ultra.